So as far as the trade opportunities, guys, I apologize. I lost all of the questions of everybody that I hadn't gotten to on the last session because of technical difficulties. So please, when you hop on, just ask the question again. I'll stay on a little bit later this session. But what I was talking about as far as the full card energy. So here on Monday, right? Here on Monday, probably between 10 and 11, either first thing around the open or between 10 and 11, probably 10 and 11, there's opportunity in the midst of this decline here, this full card energy, to close out of a short position. That's probably where your opportunity is to close out of this short position, because overall, I think this is going to be a higher price level kind of day. And then we have a low at the end of the day. AAV. Monthly reading, it said Tesla low will be on Monday. Let me take a look. Tesla low will be Monday, so that's not the case anymore. So that's the upper end. What we've created here on the second is the upper end of the range. Right, so there was the failed attempt to break that resistance. We opened lower, fell, and then moved to the upside, and that created the upper end of a range. And then tomorrow we should fall from that. Ooh, but there is a push. There is a push to the upside as well. I think there's probably a lower price level for Tesla tomorrow than we had today towards the end of the day. And there's the other place where we could be seeing a low would be here around the 15th. Is another possible 14th, 15th possible low. But I think we'll probably see a notable low at the end of the day there. Yeah, you got it, Conrad. When would be a good day to short SPY for a swing trade? So I would short SPY on the 7th and look to close it on the 8th or on the 9th. Like you probably have a similar opportunity on the 9th price wise as you do on the 8th to close and cash out. But I'd say probably you could do it either day. You could do it early in the day close it early in the day on the 8th, or close it early in the day on the 9th. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It didn't look like I had it as a low for Monday. Yikes. Yeah, see the thing is I would recommend April, thinking about it, it's an inverse ETF. The thing about an inverse ETF is it's not something that you ever want to stay in overnight. Though that type of an ETF, that type of an investment vehicle, you want to consider it extremely speculative. You can make a lot of money shorting something, but you got to make sure it's a day trade, because the way that those inverted ETFs are designed, over time they gradually lose their value. It's just there's an automatic like slant against you, or there's automatic like extra weight, like making you like more likely to lose money holding that position. So thinking about it, because it's an inverted short ETF rather than a short position of like an ETF, it's an inverted short ETF. I would probably get out of that like post haste and take the loss. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but that's probably the best bet coming from somebody who's been trading and utilizing inverse ETFs for probably 20 years. A lot of the time I lose money with those type of vehicles. I make money too, but they're very tricky, and I almost always lose money holding them. Yeah, that's correct, Conrad. That's what I was seeing in the chart. Just confirming Netflix reading. Hold a short from now to 16th. I think so. I think so. Now, on the 6th or the 7th, you might feel like, oh, yikes, that might not have been a good idea. It's possible, because there's some energies there that might be a little peaky. Like, we might revisit the top. But overall, if you held that until, I would say not the 16th, I would say more so the 21st, actually. I would probably hold it until the 21st. If the 16th ends up being the lowest low and I'm right about that, I'd probably close out there. But there's no real trade indication there, indicating that we probably have a lowest low here on the 20th, 21st as well. We probably see it again. I'd probably wait here. This is a cash out ruin. I'd probably wait until Monday the 20th to close out of the short position. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, April. Glad to hear it. Anything I could do to help, just let me know. Hey, Mridula Mishra. I hope I said that right. Hi, could you pull a card for overall long-term energy for Progeny Inc. PGNY? Sure thing. And welcome, Miradula. I got a pretty bullish card. It's the victory card, which is generally speaks about like a breakup. It's pretty bullish, so that's a good sign for PGNY. Hey, Robert. Tropical Cleveland in the house. What is it, like super hot there? Yeah, so that Netflix short, probably I would hold it until that cash out ruin there, morning of the 20th. Hey, Round Earth. You're welcome, April. Call options on SCHD. I think that'll probably seem like a good idea to sell those call options until Wednesday. Maybe even Thursday, and then there's going to be a move to the upside Thursday, Friday. Hey, Trading Altitudes. Hey, B. Is Apple going to come down soon for correction? We're adding Apple to the to the monthly subscriptions, guys, it's coming back to be a monthly recurring subscription. You should see that come July. We should have Apple on the list. Where is Apple? There's my 1 year. Here we go. All right. Well, it looks like we've got a highest high for Apple here in July, or sorry, in June. Sorry, guys, I'll be right back. Yeah, so there's a highest high. It looks like we have first a trough here at the end of May. There was a little bit of a trough here, kind of towards the end of May, and then out of this oversold territory, a big move to the upside. I think we probably see a highest high there on the cusp of June, July. Hey, Carolyn. That's for SPY, the wing position. June 16th expiration. I would close out of a long position probably on the 7th. I would close out of a long out of the long wing position. Yeah, on the 7th most likely. Will AI stocks, hey proof, have some proper dips? Let's see. Let's say like are there some significant drops in AI stocks taking place in June? I got a yes for that. I got an ace of discs yes for that. So that's pretty notable. Look for some opportunities. If there's anyone in particular, let me know, because I am planning to cover some AI stocks in more detail pretty soon. NVIDIA doesn't look like it's going to continue higher for much longer. There's going to be like a U-shaped dip in there. All right, so could a person get into a long during the Netflix trough on the 5th and hold until the 6th, 7th? Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid trade. You could probably close. You could open the long in the trough on the 5th, which looks like it's probably towards the end of the day. There might be a lower price level the following day. It's hard to say, but in any case, there's a lot of price change on the 6th, and the Ace of Swords next to the Princess of Wands, it's really toppy. So there's going to be like a lot of price change on the 6th to meet a key resistance. And then probably on the 7th is when you'd want to get into a short position. You'd probably want to close out a long position on the 6th, maybe the 7th, but on the 6th towards the end of the day, most likely. AV 1111 totally. PLTR is already on the list. That's like the number one as far as my stock picking reading. If you guys are new to the channel, you should search in the channel search bar for stock picker readings, and there's different types of readings where we go through like the top, a list of like the top stocks in a certain sector and determine which ones we want to mess with. I have Disney calls expiring next Friday. Which day do you think is a good day to sell them? I don't think I have Disney for June. I do, it's just not marked up, right? A good day to sell. Expiring next Friday. Probably on Wednesday. I would say there'll be a near overbought crest or peak. I would sell it towards the early afternoon session, most likely, a near overbought crest or peak, and we'll sell off from that. There is some bullish behavior on Friday, but to wait till Friday to sell an expiration that expires on Friday is it's not well advised. You should never hold expiration till day of. So I would go with Wednesday. You're welcome, Miradula. 94 calls on. Let me see here. Yeah, there's probably a good shot of you making some money on Wednesday with those. I would say hold till Wednesday, B. Could we see a $3 X4 by July, August? Apple was my favorite stock from like before the iPhone was even invented, which is when I first recommended Apple. Was at $90 in, I believe it was June, just before the first iPhone was released. It was like the time to get into Apple, I'll tell you that. $3 X4 by July, August. That's a no. I got a no for that. Appreciate that, Conrad. Based on the yearly, you know, you probably could, but it's going to be like there's going to be price swings in the end of June. So, I mean, you probably could, but there's probably better trades to make, like more safer bets to make. So I wouldn't recommend it just based on. You could put your money somewhere like more likely to do well. It'll probably do well, but there's price swings. Like there's a lot that can happen with price swings to scare you out at the wrong time, if that makes sense. Sorry, guys. Hold on a sec. All right, guys, I got to finish this up. I'm not going to be able to get through all the questions, unfortunately, because I'm at somebody's home and they need to get moving. So I'll try and finish this up as fast as I can. Carolyn, is GE bullish coming week? It's pretty mixed. G is pretty mixed. I don't know if I would call it bullish because it's pretty mixed, Carolyn. Swing trading is the best way to go, Proof. If you're new to it or you haven't had much success day trading, for sure. Day trading is very difficult. It should be under stock picker readings, Tabriz. I'll take a look after this. Will X4 break resistance in the near future in the next 6 months? That's a yes. I got a Magus card. It's a definitive yes in that. Well, yeah, and then I backed it up with the Aeon card. So I'd say there's a pretty strong move to the upside within the next 6 months, breaking through that resistance. Will NNDM and PSNY do well this year? NNDM, that's a yes. PSNY, that's a no. You're welcome, AV. Thank you. Around Earth. Long Bitcoin. I mean, that's not a bad way to go, guys. Long Bitcoin. Go over the 5th real quick. Okay, so on the 5th, we have this drop early in the day with a big move out of a trough. And then it looks like probably important support in the first half hour, and then a bearish move here with the Fool card and a trough to the low side or a low to the low side. That's where I would probably exit out of short positions and open up a long position, close that long position midday when we break through resistance, stay above it briefly, and then break back down through the same price level, creating the high for the day there midday. I would also open up a short position at that same time when I close the long and close that short position. I probably wouldn't open up that short position. I would just do the long position day trade. The Fool card's also a good place to open up a long position if you're looking to hold it into the 7th, 6th or the 7th. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. If you're new to the channel, guys, the rule of karma is what this channel is all about. We ask that you take 5% of the profits that you make from this information, donate it forward to one of these charities. 5% of the profits back to the channel here at one of these links. That leaves you with 90% of the money you made from this information. Make sure to spend that out of love and the universe.